Exploring Tomorrow's Organised Crime Report identifies key threats and developments that will shape the wider environment, law enforcement and the serious unorganised crime landscape. The report was produced in cooperation with experts from the private and public sectors, academia and many partners in the European law enforcement community. Serious and organised crime will pose new threats to the member states of the European Union in the near future. Innovation in transportation and logistics will enable organised crime groups to increasingly commit crime anonymously, anywhere and anytime without being physically present. Nanotechnology and robotics will open up new markets for organised crime and deliver new tools for sophisticated criminal schemes. The increasing exploitation of big data and personal data will enable crime groups to carry out complex and sophisticated identity fraud on previously unprecedented levels. E-waste is emerging as a key illicit commodity operating in Europe. Economic disparity across Europe is making organised crime more socially acceptable as crime groups will increasingly infiltrate economically weakened communities to portray themselves as providers of work and services. Crime groups will increasingly attempt to infiltrate industries depending on natural resources to act as brokers or agents in the trade. Virtual currencies enable individuals to act as freelance criminal entrepreneurs, operating on a crime-as-a-service business model without the need for sophisticated criminal infrastructure to receive and launder money. Crime groups will target but also provide illicit services and goods to a growing population of elderly people, exploiting new markets and opportunities. Today's criminal threats can be classed in three distinct categories. Dynamic or growing criminal markets are expected to develop over the coming years. The most dynamic markets are not always the largest. Nonetheless, they challenge law enforcement authorities with quickly evolving modus operandi, new and previously unknown substances, or the uses of technology which may only be at the concept stage today. Synthetic drugs, new psychoactive substances, counterfeiting of goods, cybercrime and environmental crime is expected to grow in the future. Stable criminal markets are sustained by established criminal activities that rely on tried and tested modus operandi, supporting highly profitable business models. Established routes, highly developed modus operandi, and continuing demand for illicit commodities in the EU and beyond will mean that these criminal markets will persist and continue to challenge law enforcement authorities. These markets currently represent the largest share of serious unorganised crime in the EU and will continue to do so in the future. Cannabis, facilitating illegal immigration, trafficking in human beings, trafficking in firearms, organised property crime and fraud are expected to remain stable. Criminal markets in decline are expected to diminish over time as commodities change or certain criminal tools become less relevant in the digital age. Currency counterfeiting, cocaine and heroin-related crimes are expected to decline. EUROPOL, making Europe safer.